So the day this comes out will be the first day of the season post All-Star break. So I think today it's only right if we give our second half of the season predictions, as well as talk about a few news stories that broke over the past week. But before we get into that, Mo, I think you have something special to announce for somebody.
Yep, our very first jersey giveaway. Shout out to WaveBreak24, a.k.a. Brian. Followed us on Twitter, Instagram, did all the necessary requirements, and even joined the Discord. DM us, and we'll get you right.
Yeah, so if y'all don't know, last week we announced we're going to do a jersey giveaway, and we had told you guys to follow us on our social platforms, join our Discord, comment, and we pick somebody random. That's who just won it. We'll probably do this every few months. So, again, make sure you follow us on all these platforms to find out next time we do it. And, yeah, I think we jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Guys,
let's go.
Russell Westbrook is a Clipper. How do you feel about this?
Crazy. Just the fact that, like, another Los Angeles team is about to be destroyed. I don't see the high upside in terms of like championship window. I think he makes them a little bit better, but I think the risk is a little. I think the risk outweighs the potential reward with Russ here.
Interesting. So you're overall pessimistic. What about you, Mo?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this move might not move the needle for them because you telling me you gave up 2 second-round picks or 2 second-round picks, they don't mean shit. But I feel really with it because I'm not sure if he really fixes all of their problems offensively.
Second-round picks?
No, they gave up 2 second-round picks for Bones Highland, and now you're picking up Russ as well.
Okay. I was like, what do you mean second-round pick? It's not for nothing.
Yeah. Okay. That was a half thought.
Yeah, that's weird because I think there's a lot of nuance with this because, well, there's a lot of nuance when you discuss Russell Westbrook, right? Yeah. But we talked about him and the Lakers being an extremely negative asset who doesn't make them better for that large amount of money, which is like disastrous. But how does that equation change when you get him for the minimum, right? Like, it's not the same resource allocation. If he's ash, you can just not play him. You can cut him. You can do whatever you want. Like, that's why I feel like the risk is a little bit less. And obviously, basketball-wise, the fit's better because you have to be better than what it was with the Lakers, right? Like, they didn't have any shooting. They needed a player that needs shooting. The Clippers have great shooting. So I can see a world where you talk yourself into it because the fit's decent and it's just no risk because you can cut him tomorrow if he comes in and does not work. How do you feel about that part of it?
I don't know. I think that, like, yes, you're right in that you can just turn around and cut him, but at the same time, it's Russell Westbrook. So the personality instantly is going to come in and be a topic of conversation. He's playing in the same exact stadium, same city, just opposite jersey, of the Lakers. So I don't know if you're going to be able to just sweep him under the rug like he's a regular, 10-day guy, a buyout guy or whatever.
I think he is, though. I think that's why he's on this team. I feel like they talked about it. Like, you've heard them talk about role a lot and, like, coming in and finding what his role is with this team. I feel like this only happens if he's willing to buy in and be the guy that need him to be, right? Like, but then again, is Ty Lue the guy that's going to rein him in?
We said the same thing at the start of the season with the Lakers in terms of like, oh, well, if they didn't trade him, then it has to be because Russ is going to buy in and they think that he's worth it.
He did.
In terms of the picks and stuff like that. I mean...
He bought in. He came off the bench. He didn't complain about it. He just wasn't that good at it, but he bought in.
He didn't complain. Dude was talking about that he got injured because he came off the bench and he usually doesn't come off the bench. What type of shit is that?
I think he was serious. It was stupid, but I think he was serious.
You think he legitimately got hurt because he was sitting on the bench?
I think he thinks that because his ego
okay,
first on the bench.
Those are two very different things. In terms of like if that's the truth or if Russ thinks that that's the truth. So we'll
I don't
see.
think he was lying. I think he believes that's the truth. But overall, like, Darvin Ham got him to buy in. He seemed like he was competing, but then again, there's no way to get the best of Russell Westbrook in LA when everybody knows everybody in the organization wanted him gone. LeBron didn't want him there. Nobody wanted him there. He probably didn't want to be there. And now the Clippers, we hear them talk about it. Paul George, every time someone gives him a mic, is saying how much he loves Russell Westbrook and how much he wants to see Russell Westbrook win a title. So by default, the chemistry is going to be better, right?
I mean, he said that, but then he left Russell Westbrook in the middle of the night 4 years ago. So like, I don't care what Paul George has to say about anything. He could say that I love Russell Westbrook. Watch him be the main one trying to get Russell Westbrook cut before they go into the playoffs if he sucks. Like, no, I don't care. I don't care about that.
Mo, so the thing is, we all talk about how he didn't fit with LeBron and AD. Do you think that fits better with Kawhi and PG specifically? Because we know the bench has lots of shooting, but what about with the stars?
Yeah, in theory, it does. I think just naturally it does because PG and Kawhi are much better shooters than
Yeah.
what the Lakers had to work with their 2-star players. Their game is not predicated off of shooting, but that's one of their main strengths, And I would say, like, theoretically it works, but Westbrook is Westbrook.
Theoretically.
He's so, like, he's so volatile as a basketball player. And so, like, if the NBA was black and white, yes, but, like, there's a lot of gray area in Westbrook's career. So you just don't know.
You're right. On paper, it makes sense when you think about these are two wings who don't need the ball in their hands, are really good with it, but don't need it and aren't amazing playmakers. So you adding a playmaker next to them theoretically should work.
Yeah.
But like you said, nothing works as theorized with Russell Westbrook. Everything's a little different than what you would think.
Yeah, if the NBA was easy as 1 + 1 = 2, then yes, this makes sense. But like, there's so many other theories and equations.
Yeah,
and shit
in terms
like
of
that
2K ratings, it makes sense. If we're talking about attributes, that's about it.
Oh, for sure. If it was 2K, if this was 2K, this will work out beautifully. Westbrook dishing out to all these shooters, and he's dumping it off to Zubac and shit like that. Like, yeah, this is great. But
let's talk about this Clippers team. What does it look like before the trade deadline? Obviously, a lot of stuff changed. Like you said, they brought in Bones Highland, they brought in Eric Gordon, Mason Plumlee, so things are a little different. But before the season and before the offseason, I can't fucking talk. Before the trade deadline, they were 25th in transition efficiency.
Damn.
You would think Russell Westbrook, being a transition-based player, first of all, where he could help that. And an interesting part to me is when PG and Kawhi are on the court, they have a +11 net rating, which is really good. They're killing teams, and both of them are there. But when you added John Wall to those lineups, it was only +2. So John Wall made those lineups 10 points worse.
But that's not really
That's
fair.
crazy.
Well,
yeah, it's a little bit of both.
There's a little more here. There's a little more here to that. But when there was no John Wall and there was Kawhi and Paul George with Reggie Jackson, they were +16. So they got even better. So the question is,
nasty.
Does Russell Westbrook fall closer to John Wall or closer to Reggie Jackson in terms of fit in making these lineups better?
The only thing that's gonna like answer that question is whether or not he's gonna make layups. That's the only thing. If he's gonna come in and miss layups in transition, if he's not gonna be able to finish around the rim, then those lineups are gonna be closer to John Wall. But if he can somehow get everything out of his mind, start being the Russell Westbrook that we think that he can be in terms of supercharged finisher, right? A nice like distributor, and
but he hasn't been there for like
layups.
5 years.
And I don't. So again, in theory, Russell Westbrook should make them better. But
obviously, the spacing issue is a spacing issue.
Yeah,
exactly. But we don't know. So it really just depends. Are you going to make bunnies or not? That's it.
Let me tell you some more numbers about good old Russell Westbrook over the past few years. We talked about how transition should be the place where he makes your team better. For the last 3 seasons, his team has been the same or worse transition efficiency wise with him on the court. So it's been a long time since we saw him make a team's fast break attack better. We also say he's supposed to be a guy that creates open shots for teammates, right? Especially shooters. That's why he should theoretically fit with the Clippers. His team's effective field goal percentage was less than 1% better with him on the court this year, and it was worse last year.
Okay.
So,
I want to give him a pass on 2 of those things, though.
I don't know.
Let's give him a pass on 2 of those things because the Lakers had the oldest roster in the league last year, and then this season they have absolutely no shooting, and so it's like yes, Russ has been bad, and you would want him to make those things better, but if the pieces around him don't help him make them better.
Yeah, that's not how it works, though. It's compared to lineups with him on the court and him without. So you could say the team can't shoot at all, but if those teams full of non-shooters are shooting better with him on the bench, what does that say? He's not elevating these non-shooters. That's the thing.
He can't
and that's the point.
So
there we go. That's what you're getting to. His lack of efficiency outweighs any creation he creates for others, right? So even if he's making all his teammates around him shoot 5% better, he shoots 10% worse. So it doesn't matter overall.
If they're actual shooters, I want to see him. I want to see what he looks like with actual shooters because we haven't seen that in a while.
The last time we saw that was when he was on the. I don't know if I want to say Wizards, but definitely on the Houston Rockets. Bunch of
the Rockets is the last time.
And so I don't want to say that he's gone through like a lot of injuries and shit like that since he's been on the Rockets, so he's definitely not going to be the same player. But the biggest question is, can he have at least like half of the production and like actually finish on the basketball court, like you said, Donovan? Who knows? Mm-hmm. It's Westbrook.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because the Rockets thing, he looked like an enigma for a few months of the Rockets before he got hurt because they just like went all in on him and they played Robert Covington and PJ Tucker as their bigs and spaced everything the fuck out so he could bulldoze to the rim. You could see a world where the Clippers have the capability to do similar things because they already run small ball. They already run lots of small lineups with like Marcus Morris playing the 5.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a framework there, but is current Russell Westbrook good enough to play those type of lineups just for him? When you have Plumlee and you have Zubac? Probably not.
This is his last chance. Like, this is his best opportunity. This is by far the best fit in my mind for him, possibly. Other than, like, a mid-ass team like the Wizards that will just
The Wizards,
yeah, like
homecoming.
Yeah, exactly. But in terms of just like Russell Westbrook's legitimacy as a player today, not his entire career whatsoever. People get it messed up and disrespect him like crazy. Today, his value, this is like his last chance in my mind.
Oh, certainly.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, you could say the Lakers was his last chance. He's a minimum guy now. Like, he's kind of like on the doorstep right now of relevancy. Is that the word to use? Like, I don't want to be too harsh about it,
Either
but it's
Taiwan Tigers with Dwight Howard or making minimum contracts.
This is the last chance.
Yeah. That's tough.
But we'll see. We've said, I don't think any of us are super optimistic it's going to work out, as our Clippers fans aren't either. But you can see a world where you understand why they do that, and the risk is low enough that it's like they're not going to kill you. It's not like they're paying him $40 million, right?
Yeah, exactly. I would do the same thing if I were them. Good move on their part.
I don't know if I would say that.
No, I would
I mean,
not. I would not have made the same move. That
You have nothing to lose.
that is
I
not
think you
true.
have a championship window to lose.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you
You're
said, Isaac, just cut him if shit don't work out. So it's like,
Yeah, there's a way out, but still.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would insert that volatility into a lineup that's trying to already get their chemistry together to make a run.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But there's a way out, so I get it.
Yeah, the Rockets have had like the most lineup changes in the entire NBA this season.
Clippers, you mean?
Oh yeah, Clippers. My bad.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, they're so volatile. This another wrench. But you could also say that they already redid their whole team at the deadline. They're already going to have to get a lot of stuff figured out these last 22 games.
Yeah.
What's in one more piece, right? Like, it was already going to be a lot.
Yeah, I don't like this situation because if you have to talk yourself as much as we are into like something working out, then it might not work out, bro. You might be delusional.
Hey, I don't want to be the one to say it. I'm apparently the Russell Westbrook hater. I try to be nice about it and find a way, but you said it, not me. We're going to take a quick break from the show to tell you about our partners at Underdog Fantasy. If y'all don't already know by now, Underdog Fantasy is the best and easiest way to play fantasy sports online and earn money while you watch your favorite players. When you use Underdog Fantasy, the average boring Tuesday night in the NBA can suddenly become interesting when you have real stakes at play. Because if you go ahead and play their Pick'em game mode, which is my favorite game mode to play on the app, you can win up to 20 times your money in one night. So if you're trying to get in on the action and play along with us, Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100 if you sign up using the code TD3. Again, that's sign up with the code TD3 to double your first deposit up to $100. Now let's get you back to the show. Mo, I think it is time for you to cook.
Let's go. I'm going to put my mic down, Mo.
If you guys don't know, yesterday, on Wednesday, February 21st, the Atlanta Hawks fired Nate McMillan. And if y'all don't know, Mo is the biggest Nate McMillan hater in the fucking world.
Oh, no, I'm not. People, listen, people
Capper.
on Hawks Reddit, Hawks Twitter, call this man, they compare him to Hitler. They compare the man to Osama bin Laden. I would never do that, all right?
Okay, fine. You just call him Candy. You call him Milk Dud. That's better.
Yeah. I said some not nasty things about him. I compare him to a Milk Dud. Yeah, yes, that's the worst thing, then I'm pretty good, But Nate McMillan, he is the definition of mid. A couple years ago when we hired him as head coach. Huh?
See the RJ Barrett of coaches?
Let's stick to Nate.
That's crazy. See, Donovan, man, that's tough. But a couple years ago, when he was fired from the Indiana Pacers and brought into the Atlanta Hawks coaching staff with Lloyd Pierce and shit like that, I was over here like thinking to myself, wow, the Indiana Pacers are literally the definition of them, the Wizards. Like, I don't know who does it better. It's a mid-off right there. And I thought to myself, Nate McMillan probably couldn't succeed over there because he didn't have really much to work with. It was just Paul George and a bunch of bleh. And once Paul George left, it was just a bunch of bleh, And the Atlanta Hawks have a generational point guard. So I'm just like, fucking, we have in my mind, we have a generational point guard. And also we have a lot of offensive
pieces for sure. Yeah, it was a young core that was promising.
Something interesting,
He said generational.
My
bad. Keep going.
Yeah, all right.
I digress.
Watch your mouth. And I would tell you, Trae Young is generational because he was able to go through the Nate McMillan curse and carry his team into the Eastern Conference Finals.
All right. Tell us about Nate McMillan.
Yeah. So, anyways, Nate McMillan. All right. His style of basketball and the approach and just the constant things that you would see continuously in the game. it's very irritating. Irritating because you see the same exact shit, and you would think that you see the opposite when you add an all-star caliber player like DeJounte Murray, but you're literally the exact same team statistically.
So you're saying the bad habits he had from the Pacers showed up in Atlanta with DeJounte Murray as well?
Exactly. Bad habits that he's had throughout his entire
What are those bad
career.
habits, to be more specific?
Never evolved. He never evolved, and he never adapted as an NBA coach, so he's just stuck in the mud, and he brought these stuck-in-the-mud tendencies to Atlanta, and now the Hawks...
What are these tendencies, though? Because I feel like a lot of people don't... Probably a lot of people think that, like, he's this solid coach that gets scapegoated, and it's happened twice now, and that he's not really the problem. What are these bad habits that people that don't watch him every night aren't seeing?
Bad habits, some of the bad habits are, first off, defenses has always been a bad habit for him, even though he's supposed to be a defensive-minded coach and he's supposed to be a strong suit. That's not it whatsoever. And one of the worst habits. Yeah, exactly. And one of the worst habits for him this season has been just not committing to an offensive system and also not holding, what it looks like at least, not holding players accountable. There's no real system.
Trae Young.
Hoops and vibes. The game that probably defines the Atlanta Hawks season so far was when they faced off against the Houston Rockets. And they were up. DeJounte Murray was doing the same level of savagery that he usually do when he hit the ball off of Jabari Smith Jr.'s head and shit like that.
That's
and
foolishness.
Trae Young and him were just playing LA Fitness type basketball. And the Hawks blew the lead. And they lost. It was the most embarrassing loss of the season. That style of basketball has been ran throughout the entire year. And it dates back to last year.
He got no identity.
Yeah, exactly. No real identity, and he went away completely from what works. We used to see John Collins and Danilo Gallinari when it was on the team get involved in so many actions, motion offense. As soon as we land an all-star guard next to Trae Young, it just completely goes away.
Here we go, because this is what I told you was going to happen before the season. It's not that.
But
part,
you were right, but for the wrong reasons, though. You were right, but wrong.
It's hard to. So he's not the offensive mastermind you need to figure out a way to make two high usage point guards that need the ball in their hands work.
Facts.
That is insanely hard to do. I don't know if any coach can make that fit work. From the top, me and Donovan have both said this trade was stupid as shit because they don't fit together and both need the ball. And everything you're explaining, you're putting on Nate McMillan, which maybe was his fault. You watch them closer than I do. But it's also a fucking side effect of the trade. Like, how was he supposed to make that work?
I mean, it's not only Nate McMillan's fault. I would say, like, Trae Young, he hasn't played up to standards his first 26 games of the season compared to his last 26 games of the season. It's literally night and day. He's so much more efficient, and he's playing better basketball. But I take fault in him as well, and also just everybody on the roster just hasn't been playing well. John Collins forgot to shoot and shit like that. But in terms of just, like, figuring out how this works, if you don't see any improvement, literally you see the same type of basketball from game 1 to game 40.
Yeah.
Then it's like,
that makes sense.
What's the issue? You know?
Yeah, that makes sense. If you clearly all know it's hard to make it work.
The issue in that sense has to be the vibes. And like it really just has to be that, because I was seeing like John Collins, they did the whole presser, afterwards, and all the reporters are coming in after practice, and John Collins was talking about it. He was like, I think Nate McMillan is better suited, like the expectations and the things that he was trying to get out of us is better suited for an older, more experienced team. And
John Collins said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And it was very, that's what I'm saying. I had the exact same reaction, because this is a team that's been to the Eastern Conference Finals that thought they were ready to take the next step. And it's like, so where do you guys think that you guys are? So I think
it's a weird comment in general.
I think Nate McMillan, I think he deserved to be fired just because of everything that Mo said, because of the fact that they haven't really progressed since their Eastern Conference Finals appearance. And it's very clear that like his timetable and where the players think they are is off. And so like if you and your star player and kind of just your entire team don't really vibe like that, then you do have to go. But that was very, very interesting to hear John Collins say. Yeah,
it's weird. I don't know so what I feel, I agree with you, but I don't think I'd use the words he deserves to be fired. I think he had to be fired. I think that's more what it is, because like you said, I think the GM's still Travis Schlenk, right?
No. Dude, there's been so much volatility. Whole organization is screwed.
What's the GM's name again?
GM is Landry Fields. Toronto Raptors legend.
Completely forgot.
New York Knicks legend.
I think Landry Fields put him in a garbage situation, and plus Trae Young hates the guy. We've got to throw it out there. Him and Trae Young have never got along. So he didn't have his star player in his corner. He got dealt a bad hand with another star that doesn't fit, and clearly it wasn't an easy answer to solve, or it wasn't an easy question to solve, but he didn't have the right answer, like you said, and he wasn't improving throughout the course of the season.
Yeah.
So you just have to throw somebody else in there to try to give this roster a chance to find that answer, because even if he is a good coach but not the right fit answer for this question, you got to find somebody else that could potentially be that, because you're committed to this team. You're not going to blow up this core. So all you can do is try to find somebody that, even if they're not even a better coach, they can be different and give this team a different sign of life and try to do something else.
Facts. Listen,
This
the Hawks right
team
now,
is nasty, man.
it's very
Very
it's very nasty. They sit in the 8th seed right now. They're a game under 500. They lost 2 games in a row heading into the break. Mo, where do you think that they go from here?
Yeah, what's your second half prediction as the episode's about?
Yeah, so this team goes as far as where Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, John Collins, and the rest of the crew takes them. There's not much like stylistically that I don't know if they'll change. I think they will change. Just similar, a lot. This is very hard. I just genuinely don't know. A couple years ago, when we saw something similar happen to this Hawks team, they rallied together and they went on the run and they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not one of those delusional ass fans who will hold them to the exact same type of, like, if they did this, they did. Like, no, I'm not. It's probably not going to translate. It might not translate, but I do expect them to be better and play better basketball and lock in defensively and offensively. But I'm in the air. I don't know, bro.
Donovan,
What's up?
Ask me that question.
What?
Ask me what you just asked Mo.
Okay, got you. Where do the Hawks go from here?
They end up exactly where they are now, in the 8th seed, being mediocre. We're same team they were with Nate McMillan is the same team they're going to be with the interim coach. Nothing will change.
Zero chance that they're the exact same team. They're either going to get a lot better or a lot worse. And one thing that I want to add that I hate when people do, a lot of people are starting to look at Trae Young and be like, "Oh, this dude's a coach killer," blah blah blah. And I'm just like,
I mean, low key. I mean, what do you want?
It's fair. It's a fair criticism.
It's not really a fair criticism because nobody has been in that goddamn locker room. You're just making these comments based off of assumptions. You know,
you're sticking up for him because he's your
story
guy.
that has came out that's like, okay, he probably shouldn't have done that, and that's when a couple months ago someone leaked out that this man took his own private jet back to Atlanta after he lost in Miami.
There's been plenty of reporting that him and Nate McMillan did not get along and see eye to eye, just like there was with him and Lloyd Pierce. Now, Lloyd Pierce was one of the worst coaches in the league, so we're not going to utter his name too much. Let the man rest in his coaching grave. Yeah. But 2 coaches in a row that Trae doesn't see eye to eye with, and even if you say they're both bad coaches and deserve to be fired, the fact that it's reported that there is clear chemistry issues with their star player who is making his objections known in a way that it is hurting your team's chemistry, that's the definition of a coach killer. Coach killer doesn't mean they're unjustified. It just means that they're not uncoachable. That's a negative word, but you know what I mean.
It's also 2 coaches in 5 years, just mathematically. So like that's ridiculous.
Double homicide.
That's ridiculous.
But like you're right. It's 2 coaches in 5 years, but these 2 coaches came from the same. They're friends. They're best friends. Quite
true.
Literally,
that was weird.
They believe in the same thing. So it's like, what do you expect to happen? If my mans don't like you, why would I like you? You guys believe in the same thing. Nate McMillan accepted the job from Nate McMillan. Nate McMillan literally called Lloyd Pierce like, "Yo, I don't really know if I should accept this job because they did you kind of dirty," and he went ahead and accepted it. So it's like, of course they believe in the same shit. That's why I'm like, I don't know if the Hawks will get better because this dude Joe Prunty or whatever his name is, it's all from the same shit. So how can you expect him to get better? I don't know. Anyways,
Joe Prunty
Trae Young's not a coach.
He used to be with the Bucks, so he has experience at a different coaching tree.
Yeah.
And I think he knows that to come in, he has to do some different stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, you're right. It is kind of weird that the person they hired to fix the issues of Lloyd Pierce was like his fucking best friend, coworker. Yeah.
Listen,
that was never going to work well long term.
The Hawks are not gonna get much better. Like that's not happening, right? They're not. It's going to be too hard for them to change their entire philosophy in the last 23 games of the season and master whatever is like the newest scheme for them. That's not going to happen. They have the 3rd hardest schedule remaining in the league. That's not going to happen. And once again, the thing that set this entire chain of events into action is the fact that you traded for DeJounte Murray. So you have a structural problem in the way that your team is built. And as long as
okay, no,
you do,
that's why I gotta stop you. No,
you absolutely do.
You do.
No, No. What if you just simply watch how they play? If they just move the ball a little bit more and incorporate
Exactly,
it
but
You're
that's
not
a
going to move
very
the ball
big-
with 2 point guards who need the balls in their
That's a
hands.
very
Oh
big
my
if,
goodness.
though.
It's
That's a very
been
big
done
if.
before. It's been done inconsistently though.
Who by who? Who has gotten
By
2 point
DeJounte
guards that
and
are
Trey,
extremely
mainly
ball
Trey.
dominant? What'd you say?
And by DeJounte and Trey, mainly Trey. If you look at Trey's off-ball shooting numbers and percentages and just overall tendencies, they've dropped as the season has gone by. So it's just
Because
like,
that's
you
how
guys
he doesn't
just
want to
ain't
play
gonna
like that, and it's not going to change. Trae Young does not want to be coached to play like that.
And Donovan, what did John Collins say during the interview earlier today that you watched?
He
Talked
said
about accountability.
Yeah, he did.
You think Joe
He
Prunty's
did.
gonna be the one to fucking put Trae Young in line and be like, oh, you're gonna play off the ball and like make him do it? Doubt
If
it.
it's not, I will. Shit, I'm coming to arena with my belt.
Then you're gonna be there every single night because I'm telling you, it's not gonna be him and Trae Young and the Hawks. They have a problem again. Isaac and I told you this the moment the trade went down, and so they're gonna have to do something they're gonna have to do something to resurrect this thing. Now, that's not going to happen this year, and it may not happen next year because, again, they invested all this draft capital, so they're going to try and like see it to. They're going to try
3 first. Spurs
That's
tricked them.
crazy.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
You know
And
what's,
so-
the crazy part is too. We're talking about Trae Young doesn't want to play like that. He shouldn't have to. Like to some extent, you want your star to be more versatile, but a lot of star players have their play style and don't want to be told to do something else than what they know works and what makes them great.
Yeah.
The problem isn't that. The problem is that they knew he was like that and they got a player who's the antithesis of that. That's the stupid part. Like you're gonna trade all these assets, get somebody who fits with your star.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Like, don't try to force him to be something he's not.
Yeah, man.
Speak on it. Speak on it. Too
NBA
many
stuff,
teams
man.
went star hunting this summer, and it's them and the Timberwolves.
They didn't even go star hunting. They went sub all-star hunting. They went really good role player hunting.
Wow.
Yeah. They saw an opportunity and jumped way too early, and they got way too excited.
They sold.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? They'd have
What?
been better off trading for Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Facts.
Clint Capella is so on and off. So
That's
Those
on and
injuries
off,
sapped
bro.
him, man. He used to be so good.
Yeah, exactly.
It hasn't been the same. It sucks.
He just doesn't move the needle. I'm tired of talking about the Hawks, though. What team?
Yeah, let's
what
move
other
on. Let's move on.
teams What other teams do y'all expect or have high expectations for us this second half of the season?
Okay.
High
look.
expectations?
Yeah.
Donovan, you go first.
Yeah. Okay. This is gonna be kind of nasty. I like what the Wizards are doing right now.
Oh, hey,
It's disgusting. It's
Oh my
disgusting.
God.
But I like what Washington is doing. They went into the All-Star break 6-4 in their last 10 in the 10 games leading up to the break. They won 2 games, and offensively, they were low key cooking right in the 10 games leading into the All-Star break. They had the 3rd best offensive rating in all of basketball.
Pretty good.
And you're finally starting to see Beal, Porzingis, and Kuzma, and all 3 of them didn't play for all 10 games, but they did, like, all 3 of them did play. And so that mid 3 that we were joking about is low key it's a solid trio if you're talking about the back end of a playoff standing and trying to get into the play-in, into potentially the 8th spot. I think Washington can do that. And I think with all 3 of them are clicking, I think I have some high hopes for them.
Okay, and they also started starting Daniel Gafford next to Kristaps Porzingis in the front court, and that's been a big reason for the turnaround too. It's been a really good pairing, having his rim pressure with Porzingis' spacing. It's worked really well. So I see your point. I've always liked watching them because I love watching Kyle Kuzma thrive. I still have some Lakers fan attachment to him, so I've always liked watching them and like, oh, this team is fun, but I wouldn't say I have high aspirations for them in the second half of the season. Like,
can we talk about real basketball now?
Nah, listen. Plus, on the same wave, Beal kind of is getting back to being Bradley Beal. He dang it, I cannot talk. Going into the break, right? He was back to averaging nearly 26 points a game. He was shooting really efficiently. He was shooting close to 40% from 3. And we've seen Beal kind of be on and off over the last year and a half, 2 years. If Bradley Beal is going to be the player, if he's going to be 25, 26 a night and really earn those $250 million that he's getting paid, Washington has a legitimate ceiling to sneak into the playoffs as the 8th seed. And so that's what I think is going to happen. Right now,
they're going to
Washington,
dethrone the
You
Hawks.
think they're gonna jump the Hawks? Look,
they're only half a game behind Atlanta right now.
Yeah, I mean they're going to see each other in the play-in. That's pretty likely.
They are.
we're
I do
gonna
not
look
want to
at
bet on the Hawks in the play-in against anybody. I'd probably pick them over the Wizards, but it wouldn't be a easy choice.
The Wizards schedule from here on out is basically 500, right? But they have 3 games against the They have 3 games against the Raptors, a game against the Bulls, 2 games against the Pistons, a game against the Spurs, a game against the Rockets. They have a lot of winnable games ahead of them where I think that they can overcome a half game deficit. So if I'm talking about a team that's rounding into form rather than the team that just fired their coach and doesn't really have an identity, like Mo just said for 15 minutes, I kind of like Washington to make it.
You know what's so tough about the Hawks? Just last thing, they have like this. In my mind, they have like the second hardest schedule in the entirety of basketball for the rest of the season.
Yeah, they have the third hardest. Second. You're right. They're tied.
Who's first? Is the Lakers?
It is the 76ers, and then the Clippers and Hawks are tied for second. And Sacramento is fourth, and then Toronto rounds out the top 5.
Oh, okay. Usually the Lakers are always up there because they always schedule the marquee games for LeBron's team in the second half of the season. So I figured the Lakers would have been like top 5, but
Lakers actually have the 6th easiest schedule. The rest.
Let's go. Need that. Give me that. You know why? You know why? Because they have like 2 or 3 games against the fucking Warriors who suck ass. So like, stuff like that.
Oh man. Wow.
But
that's funny.
I like my big prediction or whatever. I really like Washington going into the second half of the season.
Okay, I like that. I can lose some love of some teams we don't really talk about very often. Yeah. I'm a thorough closeted Washington Wizards enjoyer. So
yeah,
I don't
keep
hate that
closeted, man. Edit that shit out.
One team I want to talk about for prediction. I think the Nets are going to remain a playoff team.
That's a
I can
great
see that.
prediction.
They have a from them versus the 10 seed, they have a 6.5 game lead to stay in the play-in.
Yeah.
They're 10 games above 500.
Yeah.
I think they're just going to be like 500 the rest of the season and finish 10 games above 500 and just like be a pesky 6 seed that gets wiped off the face of the earth by the Bucks in the first round. But they're going to be a really fun team in the regular season with all these wings. We're going to see Bridges continue to make that leap and show us if he can make that star leap and do more with the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
And they're just like, it's been talked about for the last few games before the trade deadline, but they're going to be one of the most fun teams in the league. All those wings, it's back to what we saw before the KD Kyrie era, which all these role players clicking with all the chemistry.
Yeah.
It's back.
Yeah, the vibes are immaculate.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy about that? They shun Ben Simmons to the shadow realm too. So they're going to be doing all this with him playing 15 minutes a game as a third string center. It's crazy.
Damn. That's so crazy to think about, man. Yeah. What's his name? Jock Vaughn was over here talking about. He was basically like saying Ben Simmons is unplayable. If we put him
That was
next to
crazy.
the center, I don't know how we gonna use Ben. Put him next to a playmaker. What does Ben do? Oh my god.
He was like, if you put Ben next to another center, then you have a spacing issue. You can't really play him at the same time. If you put him without a center with other ball handlers, it's what does Ben do when he doesn't have the ball in his hands?
Yeah.
So we'll figure out where we can get him in these lineups somehow. Next game, he had 7 minutes.
Yeah.
He didn't figure it out.
We're going to be seeing a lot of Ben Simmons in these bright outfits, sunglasses on the shades. That's going to be
Mad
his
Gucci
role.
sweaters.
That's going to be his role. He has to get moved in the offseason. Like that has to be on the table, right? Like they have to be actively looking to ship him out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure they would trade him the deadline if anybody wanted him, but nobody wants him. It makes a lot of money.
Yeah, no one wants that.
But see, to me, I get why they're doing that because they're refocusing their point of view as a team on trying to just build their chemistry back, build their identity as a team with all these new good players they have. And they have a lot of good players, and they view Ben Simmons as not a good player right now. But on the other hand, it just feels like poor asset management to not try to reshape value for him. Because they have, granted, he sucks right now and he doesn't want to score, but they have the pieces you would think, the spacing, the wings around him to find a way to build a role for him.
Yeah.
But they're just not trying. They're fuck it. I guess it's probably a chemistry issue in the locker room. Maybe they just don't feel like he wants it bad enough.
No,
There's been a lot of talk about that.
1 + 1 is not 2 in the NBA. Again, similar to what we said earlier about Russell Westbrook, you would think with all this spacing, he should be snapping. You said the same shit when he had KD and Kyrie and Joe Harris and Seth Curry on his team.
True.
We're just projecting, and none of this shit worked out. If I'm the Brooklyn Nets, I just treat Ben Simmons like he is like KD and Kyrie and not on my team. He might as well not be on the team right now because he's not doing nothing noteworthy whatsoever. Other than he's not doing nothing noteworthy, bro.
I forgot exactly what he said, but as soon as Spencer did when he got there, he said something in the media about Ben Simmons. I forgot exactly what he said, but it was something like I hope he can get back to being this player he was, or he needs to figure out how to want it, or something like that. It was something that makes it seem like he's not a good teammate or a guy you want to be around the locker room. And Dinwiddie had been there for 3 games. So, like, there's something going on with Ben Simmons where clearly everybody that smells him in the locker room wants nothing to do with him and doesn't want him on their team. So we talk a lot about, or at least I do, that we had to give Ben Simmons some grace coming back from injury. That there's a lot of issues at hand mentally and physically. But at a certain point, it seems like he's probably just not a good guy to be around in the locker room for whatever reason. So, like, that probably plays into this a lot.
Man,
I can't find the quote. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Regardless if you find the quote or not, all Nets fans should be not as depressed as they were a couple weeks ago. And this is a new phase, new regime, new era for the Brooklyn Nets, and just having a bunch of positive, good vibes and no real expectations. The best basketball that any fan can be a part of is a team with no expectations. That's when you're stress-free. You don't expect shit. You don't expect to win hella or lose hella, bro. Just straight up vibes and good energy. And that's what literally the Brooklyn Nets are. The only thing that, like, they should really be paying attention to is, like, Nick Claxton's growth and his development and just how much of a leap he can take for the next coming few years or whatever. And also, like you said, Mikal Bridges, and, like, the biggest thing for him, what's separating him from being like the best role player in the NBA, which he is in my opinion, versus like a potential all-star, is his ball handling ability, and it's improved drastically. And if one of you could look up his numbers so far as a Brooklyn Net, I'd be hella interested to see what they look like as of now. But I know like it's weird. When I watch Mikal Bridges, I never realized how similar
real quick.
He's.
So just straight counting stats.
Mm-hmm.
So in Brooklyn right now, in the 3 games that he's played, he's averaging 25 points, 4 rebounds, 2.3 assists on 50% from the field and 38% from 3.
Damn.
Pretty good.
KD.
Pretty nice.
So to me, the other thing they should be talking about over the next 26 games is assessing this roster and seeing how many of these guys can we ship out for first-round picks this summer. They have so many good role players that can get them so many picks. Cam Johnson, 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Nick Claxton, 2 first-round picks. They're going to keep Bridges, but like, so on the line. Dorian Finney-Smith, first-round pick. Like, they can really rebuild.
For y'all is like, would you ship out Mikal Bridges? Like, what route would you want to take with this team?
Oh, hear me out. Apparently, the Grizzlies offered 4 first-round picks for him at the deadline. That was reported. If listen, I guess they said the Grizzlies' first-round picks suck, and this is the main guy we got back for KD, so we want to build around him and let him see what he can do. Mm. But if somebody offered me 4 first-round picks from Mikal Bridges, he would be gone.
I'm gonna need those unprotected.
Suns didn't do that though, because that's literally competition. Like, why would I do that? You know? But damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
Were you gonna say, Donovan?
No, I was just saying. I hate the fact that every first round pick that gets traded has some type of protection on it. If you are trading the first round pick, listen, be a man and stand on your word.
Let your balls hang, boy.
All right, you know what I'm saying? If you are a man or a woman and you are trading a first round pick, please
throw it in there.
Please stop that. Please. Do what needs to.
For all the female GMs,
nah, you're crazy.
You're included.
You're crazy. I was trying to go so smooth. I felt so bad. Just please stand on your word. Send those first round picks to me.
No, we can't even get it out. It's a laughing fit.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, next topic. Next topic.
Yeah.
Well, what is a prediction you have? What is a team you want to talk about?
Oh, man. What team do I want to talk about? Well, one thing that I want to talk about for sure is the Milwaukee Bucks and how fucking dominating they have been over the last, I think they're 10-0 their last 10 games that they played. And I'm interested to see if they can carry this on. So
what's
I'm
your prediction? Can they?
Huh?
What's your prediction? Are they going to carry it on?
Yeah, my prediction is they're going to carry it on. And also, I'm very interested in seeing what the Cleveland Cavaliers continue to do. As time goes on, I love them more and more as a team. I still believe in what I believe in, and like that disagreement that we've had since day one. I still believe that's going to be an issue. Their wing spot or whatever. But I'm just imagining them in a series versus the Philadelphia 76ers. We had this whole conversation a while ago. And I'm just like, yo, like the possibility of this being a real upset, regardless of their flaws or not, like is a very real thing. And so I'm looking at that team as well. But more so, the Milwaukee Bucks are 110% going to be back.
Yeah. I mean, they're already back. They're 1 game behind the 1 seed, or 0.5 games actually, just 1 win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they. I don't know for sure because the Celtics are still amazing, but I won't be shocked if the season comes to an end and the Bucks take the 1 seed.
No, I think that's gonna happen.
I know you do because you're the highest on the Bucks in the world.
No, but even before like the All-Star break and going into that whole situation, they had 2 games against the Celtics, and obviously like the one on Valentine's Day nobody played, but they end up winning the game in overtime, so that's good. But they have one final game against the Celtics on Thursday, March 30th. I think that's going to be the deciding factor. I think both them and Boston are going to play, exceptional basketball over the last 20-something games, and it's going to come down to who has the tiebreaker. And I think that Milwaukee, the one thing that obviously is like the elephant in the room is Giannis's health and how much how much is Giannis going to play? How much is Chris Middleton going to be able to play and shoulder the load now? Because they've been getting him and just ramping him up. Now that Giannis is out, and if he misses like extended time, Chris is going to have to step into like superstar Chris. Offense revolves kind of around you, and I'm not sure how that plays out immediately. But I still think Milwaukee's defense is going to be able to kind of carry them through.
Yeah. Giannis's ankle is a big thing. I think from the reporting so far is they've avoided like the worst. It wasn't something incredibly serious, but he may miss a few games, and a few games is what matters in this tight race.
His ankle or his wrist?
It's his wrist.
Oh, my bad, I misspoke. I was thinking of LeBron's ankle. He tweaked during the All-Star game, but he's fine.
It wasn't his pinky or something?
No, it was his hand.
His finger? Yeah.
Yeah, LeBron.
Oh my God, who the fuck has an ankle? What am I thinking of? I'm just pulling ankle out of my ass.
It's Anthony Davis.
You know what team
he got one in Mexico on break.
Isaac, what are your last 20, 30 games or whatever, how many games left for the Phoenix Suns? What are your expectations for the Phoenix Suns closing the season out? Because right now, if the season was to end today, they'd face the Los Angeles Clippers in the playoffs. So like,
yeah, I'm going to go out there on a limb and say over the next 20 games, we're going to see the Phoenix Suns look unfuckwittable at times.
Damn.
They're going to be incredible.
Damn.
We're going to see. So KD might come back this Sunday, and obviously there's going to be some gelling time needed with any star that comes into a new team. I think of all of them, KD is probably the one that requires the least amount of time. He fits into what they're doing exceptionally well. You put him in the same role Bridges was in and playing off ball, attacking closeouts, doing his mid-range thing, but obviously give him some more pick-and-roll ball handler possessions.
Yeah.
It's going to fit so smooth and feel almost exactly like they did before, but you just add one of the greatest offensive players of all time in there. It's going to help DeAndre Ayton be fully unlocked version of himself. He's going to have another person to set him up. Shots are going to get that much easier for him. They're going to be incredible, and I've talked myself into them over the last few weeks. I think they're probably going to make the finals.
Wow.
Really? Over Denver?
Probably. It's KD on a team that was already a contender. Let's not overthink it. They're going to be incredible.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
Looking at the standings, they're only 3 games behind the 2 seed.
Yeah. And speaking of the 2 seed,
they're 4.5 games. They're 4.5 games behind the 2 seed.
3 wins. 3 wins.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. The 3 wins on the win column because teams play a different amount of games, so it's hard to look at that. So they have to catch the 3 wins in the win column.
Yeah.
That's doable.
Very doable.
Will they get that high over everybody? I don't know. But will they be top 4? Probably. I think they're going to crack that.
I think the Memphis Grizzlies are going to slide a little bit because they've been really bad. Not really bad, but they haven't been playing up to par ever since like all this crazy shit has happened in the Western Conference. And on top of that, Steven Adams is out with an injury, and even though he's not like he doesn't put out the most impressive counting stats, he does every single intangible you can think of on the basketball court for John Moran and Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah, they need him for sure.
And so like now you're relying more on Jaren Jackson Jr., who has fouling trouble. He's had fouling trouble ever since he was in Michigan State. And so this team is going to slide like shit in my mind. And
they'll be fine. They went through cold stress. They're not going to slide like shit. They're going to be a top 3 seed at worst. They're still the Grizzlies. Every team goes through cold stretches. The Bucks had theirs. They're back. They'll be fine.
I would
They
not
better
be
hope.
surprised if
They better
end up,
hope,
like, the
'cause-
fourth seed, bro.
Ja was doing all that talking, and I'm not scared of anybody in the West. And now the entire West is like, okay, we're just gonna suit up, add some type of Hall of Famer to our team, and we'll be okay. Like let's see.
They
let's see
jumped
what,
his shit. They
like,
heard him.
let's John Morant. Let's see what you can do against Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. Like, they better get their act together because they
That'd be a
doing
fun series.
They were
Grizzlies
doing a
versus
lot of
Suns.
talking.
That'd be a fun ass series.
Personally, I need a rematch of Phoenix Dallas. I need it so that we can get KD and
facts.
Kyrie and Luka versus Booker again. That's
Oh.
the series that I need so
That's
bad.
possible,
Dude.
That could very well be the 4-5.
Any season, any series in the Western Conference, if we're looking at that top 6, is gonna slap regardless. Even if we don't get that, I would love to see what it is set as right now. Kawhi and KD versus PG, and oh my goodness, that'll be fire as well. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but I'm saying these playoffs are gonna be so good.
It's gonna be.
I saw this
generational.
edit somebody made. I sent Donovan saw. I sent it to GM. I don't think you saw it. I don't think I sent it to you. It was an edit of Jaw saying like, "I'm not scared in the West," and it showed like this fancy ass edit of like all these teams gearing up with like ESPN announcers just announcing the trades.
Yeah.
This is gonna be. I say it to say. This is gonna be one of the most exciting playoffs in recent years, especially in the West for the reasons you said.
Yeah.
Let's talk about if it ended today. If it ended today and the play-in went chalk, we'd be looking at. Let's assume the Warriors get the 8 seed. It would be Nuggets Warriors in the first round.
Oh my gosh.
Need it.
Nuggets probably win because they have help, but it would. Nobody wants to see the Warriors, especially not the Nuggets who have a slow-footed center. It would be Pelicans versus Grizzlies. If Zion's back, Zion versus Ja. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I need it.
I'm taking the Pelicans.
Kings versus Mavericks.
Yeah.
Mavericks could beat the shit out of the Kings, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't know.
Clippers.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nope. Sorry, Donovan. There you
Listen,
I know.
that series
I know.
would be fun. It would be 140, 135 every single
you're
night.
Yeah, it'd be crazy for sure. Yeah, the Kings deserve some more respect than that, but the Kings aren't going to be that serious playoff threat. I don't think.
Experience. Shout out to them. They're a regular season team for now, though.
I know.
Yeah.
Beam team.
And
coming.
then Clippers Suns, which like you said, Kawhi and Paul George versus KD and Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Gas.
Then like you throw the Lakers in there and they can somehow break into that top
Stop
6
that.
or 7.
Don't do
top,
this.
top
Don't do
7,
that.
8.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying, you throw the Lakers in there, Dame's in there, SGA's in there. Like there's all these teams still vying for that last spot.
Yeah.
It's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to finish. Damn, I just meant the play-in race is going to be great. Y'all are acting like I said the Lakers and win the title.
I want to
You
hear
know,
that.
let's transition to that.
Ah,
What is
I
y'all's
want
expectations
to.
for the Lakers second half of the season?
I think
They're
the
most-
Lakers,
they're going to be the most talked about team.
bro, they're winning 15 games for at least 15 games. Okay. At least 15 games. Yeah, I'm going to stand
There's
on
23 left. There's 23 left, so they're winning 15 and 8.
it. Yeah, 15 and 8. Book it.
If they go 15 and 8, they'll be 500, and they'll probably be in the play-in.
Yeah. Man, 500 only you're playing. Fuck, that's crazy.
So
15
no, they'll make the play-in. If they go 15 and 8, they're going to be in the play-in.
Yeah.
So let's say they make the play-in, they'll probably be the 10 seed. Let's say they go against the Pelicans in the first round. You picking
they're-
them?
Yeah, I'm definitely picking them over the Pelicans. For
Okay,
sure.
so they beat the Pelicans, then they play the Warriors in the second game of the play-in. You picking them?
So it depends on what type of Anthony Davis that I get, because he always gets a bitch by Draymond Green, Anthony Davis. So,
What?
He
Where did that? No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. What do you mean? He has that man on locks. What are you talking about?
I need to see this.
All right, whatever. Either way, but do you see them making the run through the play-in to the
Yes,
playoffs?
yes.
Big picture.
Absolutely. I don't know
Okay,
if
so
it's
you
just
see them
losing
getting to the
enemies already or
playoffs.
what. Yeah.
Do you see them winning a playoff series?
No. Probably not.
That's where it ends.
Yeah.
you see them getting stomped out by the Grizzlies or Nuggets?
Yeah, absolutely. They just don't have enough too soon. Not
It's
their
not
year.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
think they make the play-in too. I think it would be shocking if they didn't make the 10 seed because, like, we always see in these second halves of the year, a lot of these teams floating around there just fall off for whatever reasons. Like, I think the Blazers, they're going to kind of be out of the running. The Jazz are going to fall out of it. I think the last spot's probably going to come down to the Thunder, maybe the Timberwolves if they slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be shocking if the Lakers got that.
No, I wouldn't be shocked at all. No one should be shocked. These moves are
Apparently,
great.
I hear
Yeah,
Donovan
so-
snickering over there. He'd be shocked, I guess.
I kind of would be shocked. I think the Thunder are gonna kind of lock this thing up fairly quickly. I think OKC is gonna get the 10 spot. I think they're gonna make the play in. The 2 games up right now. Shay's been balling, and whether you want to call it old age or luck, LeBron and Anthony Davis have not proven to be able to stay on the court at the same time for an extended amount of games. So do I think that those two guys are going to be able to play 23 games? Absolutely not. I've no faith. I have no faith in that. And so if they're not there, if both of them are not there, I don't have faith in the Lakers winning. I guess winning at a 66% clip. I don't see that happening.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, that's always obviously the elephant in the room. Just like the Warriors now, Steph Curry's hurt.
Yeah.
It's kind of reaching the point with him where he's also never healthy. So Zion's hurt. Same thing. Cat's hurt. So those question marks remain for a lot of these teams. So I see your point, but just for the sake of conversation and talking about these teams on paper, let's say they are healthy, and you're just talking about a maximized version of the team they have now. Let's say they both play 20 games, so they miss some, and you're stuck with one star and D'Lo for a lot of those games. Mm-hmm. At that point, do you see them making this playoff run?
No, I still don't. I think I can see them. I'll put it in two ways. If they get to 10, I can see them winning the 2 games and getting the 8th seed if they get there. However, I don't see them getting there in the first place.
That's how I feel too. Yeah. 5 games under 500 going to the break is like borderline an insurmountable deficit. The only reason we're talking about it being surmountable is because they have LeBron and AD, and obviously that ceiling is always crazy if you have adequate team around them, which they haven't had for 2 years.
Yeah.
So because of that, we've seen it with them with the proper role players being able to win at like best team in the league rate. That's not like unrealistic, so that's the only reason it's tenable. But 5 games is a lot to get to 500. Like they might be firing on all cylinders, but they just simply cannot come up with that big gap. Like maybe they go 3 games above 500 in 23 games, which is a solid rate, but it's just not good enough when you have this giant hole you filled yourself into.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to do it. I can't bring myself to trust the Lakers to make up that ground in.
Yeah.
And I guess
I do trust them.
6 weeks.
I trust them to be very good now. I think they're going to be a legitimately good team.
Oh yeah, they'll be
I just don't know if
competent.
it'll be enough. And so I said to say, if they go into next year and they bring back D'Lo, it goes well. They still have Vanderbilt and Beasley under contract. They extend Reeves. This team can be legit next year, assuming Braun still looks like Braun and has another year of being Superman despite being 40. This next 23 games is a runway for next year to prove that this team can be a contender. And I do have faith that's going to happen.
Okay, I disagree, but I don't want to get too much on the Lakers.
Yeah. Give this team enough time to gel. I think they have everything they need. Vanderbilt's a legitimately very good defensive wing stopper.
He's fantastic.
If you get D'Lo, if he fits well and stays away from bad D'Lo habits, and you just get the good things with him, like it's very possible with him playing next to LeBron and AD, it's the easiest role he'll ever have. That could work. I'm not as high in Beasley as everybody else is. Everyone talks about Beasley like he's prime Kyle Korver, but he's a good volume shooter. Yeah. Reeves is extremely good. Like this is a legitimately deep team now. And like we said, they don't have enough time to really make up that ground. But next year, watch out for this team.
Yeah, and I feel like time in my mind doesn't matter as much because these players, like D'Angelo Russell, is not going to be a disruptor whatsoever in this offense, and none of these players are hard to play around. Next to LeBron,
I don't think that's true. LeBron's kind of hard to play around. Oh, I wouldn't say that. Like LeBron
for D'Lo, yeah, but in my mind, like it's not going to be. It'll be a little bit of an issue on D'Lo's end, and it may be a little bit hard for him to adjust. But in general, I don't think he's going to like completely hijack the Lakers' offense.
Oh, for sure.
No,
for sure.
Like how
that's
not the problem.
Like that,
the problem is, will it look just okay as they figure it out, and we're not going to see them like really clicking on all cylinders? Because like I feel like we've seen from D'Lo so far, his last game before the deadline was his best game so far. I think he only played 2 or 3, but we haven't. It takes time to get to the point where you're like seeing everything super smooth, flowing from D'Lo, pick and roll with AD, swing out to LeBron, him doing his thing, like maximize. Everyone knows where everybody is at all times. That takes a long time to cultivate, no matter the talent. So It won't be bad and like Russ bad fit, but it might not be like incredible. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I agree with you. But yeah, ultimately, 5 games is just too much for me. It's just
it's
too
a lot.
much.
It's a lot.
That's fair.
But I won't be shocked if we're wrong and shit, just the script plays out the way we want it to, and they're somehow in the play-in, make a Cinderella run. We all want that to happen because we want to see LeBron in the playoffs again. So I'm holding out a little bit of hope.
That's fair.
But we talked enough about the Lakers. I think it's time for another Lakers segment, but this time in TikTok time.
Let's do it.
Transition. Let's go.
Smooth operator.
So we're going to start TikTok time like we do every week with the draft. This time, we're going to do drafting only players that play for the Lakers.
Okay.
Damn.
So, everybody in their prime. So, not like the version that was on the Lakers, but only players that played on the Lakers at some point in their career.
Okay.
At any point in their career.
Yeah, at any point. So, you can pick like Karl Malone if you want to, and you
Ew.
won't get Lakers version. You'll get Jazz version.
Docs.
Never.
Ew.
Never.
Yeah. I think he'll wash up Laker. Gary Payton, for lack of a better
There we
example.
There we go.
Yeah. So,
Wait, what's the
let's
order?
draft NBA
I think I have the
lineups.
third pick, right?
What'd you say?
I said, what's the order? I think I have the third pick in this one.
Yeah, I have first, Moez second, you have third.
Okay, cool.
Let's draft NBA lineups with only players who play for the Lakers. And we'll do everybody in their prime. First pick, obviously I got LeBron James.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool. I have the second pick.
Yep.
Yep.
Naturally, I have to say Kobe Bryant. Well, people are gonna hate your ass, Isaac, also for saying that. But
Yeah, I mean it's
Kobe.
not Lakers LeBron versus prime Kobe. It's prime LeBron versus prime Kobe. So obviously
Yeah,
you should pick LeBron.
People gonna be like, "Oh, Kobe's the best player ever." But
Don't
I
care.
digress.
All right. Well, I'll just take the two people that actually played together. I'll take Magic and Kareem.
Oh, it's a disgusing duo.
Nice. It's my turn. Shaq.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. I know.
Yeah.
Do I just keep it going to pick Anthony Davis?
Yep.
No, I'm not gonna pick Anthony Davis, but give me Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay.
Okay.
This man got Wilt Chamberlain. Nice. All right.
Wait, still on
who'd you-
Isaac.
Oh, it's still my turn.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, this is tough now.
We be
Yeah, this is
forgetting how
tough. I
the
was
snake
about to
draft
say that.
works.
I forgot it was my turn again. Who else played for the Lakers? I'm trying to think of washed up players who played so I can like cheat. Ooh, prime Carmelo played for the Lakers.
Oh my
not
God.
gonna
Are you
pick-
serious?
Should I pick Carmelo? Nah, there's better players. A lot of players who play for the Lakers. But I'm having a brain fart now. You know what? Give me Steve Nash. I need prime
That's
Steve
fine.
Nash next to LeBron. All the
fine.
playmaking you could ever want.
That's a nice pick. All right. This is gonna leave a sour taste in people's mouth, but give me prime Russell Westbrook.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's fine.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. That's
Even
cool.
Kobe isn't the best fit in the world, but
Yeah.
All right. So I got Magic and Kareem. Should I just fill out my 2 spot? I don't really want Jerry West. He's like by
oh yeah, there's
name.
Jerry West. I forgot about Jerry.
don't
I am
really
not
want-
picking Jerry West over Russell Westbrook. You can keep
You know
him.
what? We'll go Elgin Baylor at the
Oh,
2.
that's a good pick.
We'll go Elgin Baylor at the 2, and then give me Carmelo at the 3.
Nice.
That is very, very, very nice.
So it's a weird fit, but I like all the talent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mess with it. That's
I need a
W.
piece to bring it together.
That's a W.
I can't imagine
So I
Carmelo
got-
Anthony and Magic Johnson on the same court.
Wow.
That would be such weird basketball. Though. Yeah.
Prime
Weirdly
though?
beautiful.
I like that. I like it. We'll make it work. If I can get Phil Jackson as my coach, we'll make it work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really beautiful. All right. So at the 4, give me Pau Gasol.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Pau Gasol.
that's crazy to me because I'm taking who you should have picked, Anthony Davis, for my 4.
Oh, I thought you already picked him. See, I should have asked.
Nah, so I got Steve Nash, Anthony Davis, LeBron, and
And who's over next?
Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh
So
man,
all I
yeah,
need
you
Oh,
dusted us in this one. It's
now,
over.
Now it's your last pick.
Yeah, I have one more pick.
Okay.
I need a 2 guard.
Is this
Listen,
even worth
this is-
finishing?
Who do I? There's an obvious one to pick. Would I go fit or talent?
Talent.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go best player available. Give me Jerry West. Give me Jerry West as my 2 guard.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a nasty sweep, man. Shout out to you for that.
I kicked your ass.
Yeah, we literally stand no chance. All right, so I got Russell Westbrook at my 1, Kobe at the 2. At my 4, I have Pau Gasol, and at my 5, I have Shaq. Not a bad team whatsoever. But I need spacing, and I need someone who's an absolute sniper at that 3 spot. Who should I choose? Ryan Kelly?
So good.
Man, who's a sniper that the Lakers have had? I can't really think of any off the top of my head.
So we get this man Danny Green.
I almost trolled and said Kyle Kuzma, to be honest with you. You know what? Give me This is kind of nasty.
I pick him will be funny for the TikTok. Pick Kuzma.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Give me Lamar Odom. Give me Lamar Odom. I lost. Whatever. Give me Lamar Odom.
Okay.
Yeah, I take my L. Throw it at me.
I'm glad you know.
I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm gonna play the small ball, and if I'm gonna move Carmelo up to the 4 and go for like just fit, or if I should just take an actual 4. Because right now, the only people on my board right now are between, I'm either taking Michael Cooper or I'm taking James Worthy.
Okay. Damn. I sold.
James Worthy is a great pick.
I sold so hard.
I think I'm going to keep Carmelo at the 3. But do I want Michael Cooper? Michael Cooper's defense is crazy at the 2.
Yeah.
That's tough. You know what? We're going to put a lot on Carmelo's plate. Give me Michael Cooper at the 2, and I'll move Elgin to 3 and then Carmelo to 4.
It's a big team.
Yeah.
With 6'9", Magic Johnson at point guard, it's a huge team.
Man.
Yes, sir. Lot of length over here, boys.
Pause.
Resume.
All right, those are good teams. Man, the Lakers have so much talent.
Yeah, exactly. This is unfair.
All right, next thing we're going to do another 2K video. So I'm going to text you guys 2K ratings.
Let's do it.
You're going to have to guess which team this is. So, guess the NBA team by their 2K ratings.
Okay.
Here's team number 1.
Point guard is a 97. Shooting guard is a 90. Small
Bro, my
forward,
Wi-Fi is
77.
trash. Mo always gets this stuff before I do.
Oh,
This
shit.
is Okay, no. All right, here we go.
Cool.
We're back in business. Let's do it.
It's an elite backcourt.
Yeah, elite backcourt. 97 overall. Point guard. 84 center. Power forward. Shooting guard. 77. Who is this team, Donovan?
Trying to think.
This is a nice team. I can't hold you.
It is kind of nice. But all right, let's think about the best point guards in the game.
Yeah.
You got Steph Curry.
You got Luka.
Oh, it has to be the Mavericks. Yeah, it has to be the Mavericks. That's Luka.
You sure about that?
Who's a 84 overall? Is Christian Wood starting for them?
Yeah.
Yes, he could.
Yeah.
You sure it's the Mavs?
Yeah.
We're going Dallas Mavericks.
This is the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
Got it.
I wasn't sure about the 84. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
Is
Christian was an
Wood
84.
starting? Yeah, but
Shout
I know
out
if he was
Christian Wood.
starting though. So yeah.
Yeah, it's him and Kleba starting now.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Mo, close your eyes until Donovan gets it.
Close my
Thank
eyes.
Team
So-
number 2.
Which is so weird because Mo's Wi-Fi was messing up earlier. Now,
Facts.
okay,
Here's
I'm
team
good.
number 2.
All right,
You guys,
again,
Donovan?
again, the backcourt is the strength of this team. We got
Yeah.
93 point guard, 84 shooting guard.
78 small forward, 78 power forward, and 75 trash ass center.
This it sounds like the Portland Trailblazers. Sounds like this could be Damon Simons. Are we
Nah, it's
not.
disrespecting Jeremy
Yusuf
Grant
Nurkic
though?
is not 75.
You're extremely disrespecting Jeremy Grant.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just trying to think.
So again. Oh, damn. So who's the second
Oh,
best player on this team?
is this your team? Is this the Hawks?
No.
This is not the Hawks.
No, I want to know. Nah, it's definitely not the Hawks. 93, 84, 78, 78, 75.
I'm trying to think about really good point guards here.
Yeah. So 93
Damn,
overall.
I'm surprised it's taking so long.
This is
It's one star player and then a bunch of role players.
Yeah, that is true. One star player and a bunch of role players. Why is this taking so long?
I don't know. Y'all are selling.
Is this Shea?
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go OKC.
Oh wow, this is Shea.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
this
OKC.
is Shea.
This is Shea.
This is OKC
That's
and
a
Shea
great guess.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
You clutched that because I wouldn't have guessed that,
Let's
bro.
go.
God damn.
Let's go.
Shout out to Josh Giddey.
Yeah,
I'll be
75
forgetting
is
to play
Jalen
too.
Williams as a center. Team number 3.
All right,
All
wait
right.
for it. Wait for
Wait
it.
for it. Trash ass
For it.
Wi-Fi.
All right, let's go.
We got a 79 overall point guard, an 87 overall shooting guard, 83 overall small forward, 87
This
overall
is the
power
Washington Wizards
Damn.
with Bill
forward.
Kuzma and
Ooh,
Porzingis.
Wow.
This is not the
Porzingis?
Washington Wizards.
Oh,
It's
wow,
not?
okay.
I'm just playing. It's the Washington Wizards.
Wow.
Man.
Dude, I would have known either way. Oh, God.
right, let's
You could have lied to me, and I would have been like, wow.
I bet.
Damn.
Got your ass.
Bradley Beal and Porzingis are the same overall? Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Porzingis has been on fire this year.
Yeah, that is true.
All right. Next up, let's play a game of 20 questions. We didn't do it last week. Let's do it again this week.
Cool.
I think I went last time. I thought of the player. So who wants to do it this time?
I got it.
Cool. Got a
I'm
player
not,
in mind?
I'm not gonna pick. I'm not gonna pick Shannon Brown this time.
Thank
I
God.
learned.
Jackass.
Dickhead.
I know. My
Literally
bad.
cheating.
My bad, y'all. My bad. All right. Give me about 10 seconds, and I'll think of somebody.
Okay.
Take your
Mo, what'd you have for lunch?
Me, what I had for lunch, I literally had some chicken and I had some eggs.
All right.
Simple shit.
We're good.
Cut.
We got this player.
Okay. Go ahead and say the hook for me.
What's the hook? I ain't done it in a minute.
Damn, y'all suck at this.
You said
Y'all
you
got
got the
20
hooks built
questions.
in you, boy.
Y'all
That's what
got
I'm saying.
20
I'll-
questions to guess the NBA player I'm thinking
All
of.
right. Let's go. All right. Y'all got 20 questions to think. Y'all got 20 questions to guess this NBA player I'm thinking of.
Don't look at the camera. Just look at us.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, y'all got 20 questions to guess this NBA player I'm thinking of. See, that's what be getting me because I'll be looking at the camera. All right, but we're here. All right. Anyways, let's go.
Is he a current player?
No.
Never is.
Did this player retire bald?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
He got a shiny.
Okay, retired bald. This is Ray Allen.
It is Ray Allen.
Damn!
That's
Yo, we are a
crazy.
dynamic duo, Isaac. Holy shit.
That's crazy.
Holy
3 guesses? This is a fucking
Yo,
record.
this is
That's a
world's
Hall of
shortest
Fame.
TikTok.
That's a Hall
Every single time
of
I guess is
Fame
Ray Allen,
guess.
and this is finally Ray Allen.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Listen, that
yo.
ball question
Yeah.
really narrowed it
Facts. You threw
down.
me a lob. I slam dunked
We
that
narrowed
bitch.
it down.
Shit. What a duo.
All right, let's run this back. Let's run this back. Just
do another
for
one.
fun. Just for fun.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
Mo, you do one this time.
That's
You want me
crazy.
to come up with a player?
Yeah, you come up with the player this time.
All right.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was insane.
Nah, I'm upset.
All right.
Get fucked.
All right. Y'all got 20 questions to guess the player that I'm thinking of.
NBA player.
Y'all got 20 questions to guess the NBA player I'm thinking of.
Okay. Is he a current player?
Yes.
This is Ray Allen. I'm just kidding.
No. All right.
Okay,
That's
he's
2
current.
questions.
Fuck off.
No, I'm
that.
counting it as 2.
Stop
I'm off
that.
of blood. Nope. 2 questions. Sorry.
It's not. I'm obviously joking.
No.
Nah, he's
Okay,
serious.
he's a current player.
Okay, does he play in the Western Conference?
No.
Okay.
Cool.
Is he below 6'5"?
No. 3 questions.
Is he black?
Yes. Question 4.
Okay, so he's a tall black guy in the East. That narrows it down.
We're getting somewhere.
Is he above 6'8"?
Yes. It's 5.
Okay, so he's about 6'9", 6'10", probably. He's a black guy in the East, above 6'8".
Let me fact check that real quick, but keep on
Yeah,
guessing.
go ahead.
Has he made an All-Star team?
No.
Okay, not an all-star. You know what we're going to do? Let me look at NBA standings. Is his team currently a top 6 team in the playoffs?
Yes, and also I have to backtrack. This dude is below 6'8".
Below.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's probably 6'7".
Okay,
Non-all-star.
below 6'7", top
He's
6.
he's on a top 6 team?
Yes.
Is he a good shooter?
No.
No.
Oh wait, hold
Okay.
on. I have to backtrack again. Damn, they're not a top 16.
Bruh.
They're not a top 6 team?
No.
Damn, man.
Yeah, gotta backtrack.
Okay.
Non-all-star, not top 6 team, not a shooter. Probably about 6'7". Not a shooter, and he's 6'7" or so. It's not RJ Barrett. They're a top 6 team.
6'7".
Is he a good defender?
No.
He can't shoot. He can't defend. What does the guy do?
I'm saying this to Isaac. Is this Tony Snell?
Oh my God, no.
What question is that? I know that's not a question, but I forget where I'm at. I think I'm at 8.
Eight, I think. 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a top 6 team. He can't shoot. He can't defend.
Who is this bum? That's
He's not
crazy.
6'8"?
All right. Not a shooter. Can't defend.
He thought they were a top 6 team. So is that somebody on the Miami Heat?
Is this a question?
No.
Are they? Were they drafted after 2015?
No.
Okay.
So older player.
They're probably not a starter. Is this a starter?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so that should bring us to 10.
Interesting. So it's a bench guy who is not good at anything. Huh. So
really
the teams in this range, we have the Miami Heat, the Hawks, the Wizards, the Raptors, Bulls. So either they're close to top 6 or he just fucking lied to us and messed us up.
Facts.
Oh, this is hard.
6, 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is he a good passer?
No.
What the fuck can he do?
He's not.
I'm upset.
This guy, it's like the Nassus Antetokounmpo, but he's on the top 2 seed.
Yeah.
He's not good at anything. Did we pick him in our worst players draft?
He doesn't remember that.
Yes.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, I can't remember who.
Is this Kevin Knox?
No. It's a good guess, though. But no.
Who do we pick? in that?
Okay. Can't be Daniel House. Can't be PJ Tucker. It's not gonna be Admiral Schofield. I picked him.
Damn.
Wait, no, it's not him. It's not
Who
him.
is this bum?
It's not as hard as y'all making it seem. Y'all are struggling
What
trenches
do you
right
mean?
now. Y'all gonna be mad when you find out.
He can't pass, defend, or shoot. And he doesn't get major run. Like, what are we talking about?
This is hard.
Oh
This guy who sucks and doesn't play.
Is
Narrow
this-
it down.
Well, actually,
Is this Will Barton?
No. He's a free agent. Lock in!
Forgot.
You got cut.
is it?
What about the Bulls? Somebody who can't shoot, pass, or defend.
How many questions is that? 11 or 12?
Something like that.
Y'all got a rapid
It's
fire.
12. It's 12.
That will be fine. We're not going to lose. Can't shoot, pass, or defend. Who the fuck is this?
What is this?
He's between
Y'all are
6'5"
gonna
and
be sick.
6'7", because he's not 6'8".
Yeah.
So he can't be 6'8" fly. I said below.
So if we're talking about the Pistons, okay,
Not
well,
a
let's do this. Let's really narrow it down. Is this team?
In the bottom 4.
Yes.
No.
Is this a bottom 4 team?
No.
No, okay. So somewhere from 7 through 10.
Yes.
Hey, let's just use our questions. Is he on the Heat?
Yes.
Okay, he's on the Heat and he
Wow.
sucks. Who is this man?
Is he gonna talk about? Is he
Who is
talking
on his
about?
roster?
Is he talking about Victor?
No, Victor can defend and he can shoot a little bit.
Oh,
Can't
y'all
be
are an
Victor.
embarrassment to the basketball fan club community, bro.
He's not a starter.
All right, so we got.
Is this Udonis Haslem?
Yes. God damn it. Y'all are trash. God.
Wait, Udonis Haslem is under 6'8"?
I looked at him. He was 6'7", bro.
Okay, fine, sure.
I thought I
Well,
had
okay,
to
that
confirm.
that threw me off. I thought Udonis was like 6'10".
Yeah.
I thought he was like 6'9", 6'10".
Nah, bro. Google it
I should
right
have known
now.
when he was asked at everything. Damn.
Yeah, exactly. He said, "What does he do?" I was like, "Oh, they get it." I thought y'all got it, but damn, about time. Shit. Exile, give me your basketball fan cards.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Hey, we got it, didn't we?
Well, Udonis Haslem on Basketball Reference says that he's 6'8".
really. On
Actually-
Google it says he's 6'7". So trust what you want to trust. But I'm a Google
Kick
type
rocks.
of man.
Okay. Next up, we're gonna do a few more. We're doing a lot of TikToks today.
Yeah.
we're gonna do a power forward tier list. We've
Let's
been doing
get
these for all
into
positions.
it.
They've been great. Let's hit this one. Let's put these NBA power forwards into a tier list.
I'm ready.
First off, obviously Zion's S tier. Don't even got to talk about it. I mean, not Zion. Obviously Giannis is S tier. I almost said Zion. First off, obviously Giannis is S tier. We don't even got to talk about it. Where's Zion?
Zion is a tier right below that. Not even question it.
Yeah, I think he's
yeah.
A for sure.
All right. If we're just going based off of talent, right?
Sure.
Could say a little bit of everything. I still would say S
Production, talent.
tier. Yeah.
Okay. Then. Yeah. Okay. If we're going off of talent, yeah, I'll put him in A.
For sure. I mean, he can't be B. He's too good for that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like B plus. He's barely played in his entire
If you
career.
put him in B plus, then what do you put Julius? Like, let me stop.
I mean, Julius Randle would clearly be below.
Okay, where's Julius Randle? Is he B or he's B, right?
He's
Well,
B.
I mean, it depends where we're putting Zion. We're putting Zion in A.
Zion's A. Zion's A,
Okay.
obviously.
If Zion's A, then Julius Randle's B.
Yeah, B.
He's an all-star though. He's like B plus. Like he's good. Like for his faults, he's good.
He's not better than Zion. I don't think. I genuinely think he's not on the same level as Zion.
He's not. Oh, I'm capping. He's not. All right, where does Anthony Davis fall? S or A?
S.
Oh, that's a disagreement. Is he
S,
closer to
S
Zion
tier.
or closer to Giannis?
Giannis is
That's
the
a
best
hard
player in the world. Anthony Davis is a step below. He's still very, very good, but he's a step below.
Yeah, you're right.
We put Jason Tatum in S for small forwards. I think Jason Tatum and AD, are they that far off?
I mean, is Jason Tatum currently the best small forward in the world?
I mean, LeBron and KD are better.
Yeah, I still rather have LeBron and KD, but damn, that's tough.
I feel like AD's overqualified for A, but underqualified for S.
Exactly.
All right.
So maybe
well,
that means we default to
hey.
A, but like it's tough.
he doesn't
Yeah,
meet
let's
the
put him in A.
qualifications.
Let's put him in A.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve S yet.
Yeah.
If it was coming off the title, he was S, but he's got to earn it back again.
Yeah,
Thanks.
exactly.
Okay. Evan Mobley.
That's a B. Ooh.
Yeah, B. I think he's probably budget.
Budget.
Randall made the All-Star. He scores more points, but you could argue that Mobley's just as good of a player because he has the defensive impact rather than offense.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy B.
Yeah.
If somebody
give me a
wanted
B.
to say he's C until his offense catches up a little bit, I would get it, but I think he deserves to be already.
All right, that's fair.
Absolutely. Mobley's heme.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
B tier.
He's
B tier.
B.
I think Jaren might be A low key.
No, until he's able to stay on the court on a consistent basis and stop fouling out.
He is. I mean, he's
like
healthy enough. He's gonna be defensive player of the year. He's legitimately been the best defensive player alive today. If there was the best offensive player in the league who wasn't a pretty good defender, we put him A easily. Why does that not apply to defense?
Because he still has fouling issues, and if
Who
you
cares?
can't
He's
stay
been
on
great
the court in
despite
the
that.
playoffs, then that's the same thing as like
What if he's on the court in
availability.
the
and
playoffs?
shit
What
like
does that
that.
even
So,
mean?
if he can't stay on the court during the most important moments of the game simply because of his tendencies, then bro, you can't be A tier on my list.
He's the
So
best
definitely
defensive
B.
player alive despite his foul tendencies. That doesn't hurt his impact. He would just be even
It
better
definitely
without
does
it.
hurt your impact because you're not there to leave anything if you're not on the court.
He's gonna be defensive player of the year. You're acting like he fouls out in the second quarter.
Yeah,
he
is
has to
gonna
take
be
stints in the third
defensive player
quarter.
of the
He's gonna be
year.
fine.
But even with that, Donna, what do you think?
I think B plus, A minus is the range.
Putting him in A
He's
just
not
don't feel
A
right.
tier. Oh my god.
Putting him in A just don't feel right just yet.
It does. That's right, Mo. It just doesn't feel right.
He's
to
gonna
put
be
him
an
in A
all-star and defensive player of the year. What the fuck are we talking about?
tier.
I just see a little bit. I don't know why, but I just want to say I need to see a little bit more. Even when
Right?
he's like
You
done.
just
hella.
want just
It
a little bit
like,
more. Just a little bit more.
Yeah, give
This
me
is
a few more
malarkey.
moments.
Yeah, we'll put him in B. We'll put him
A
in
whole bunch
B.
of bullshit. All right. What about Draymond Green?
That's so hard to. He's so hard to
A tier.
rank, bro.
If
I'm
we
like-
put Draymond above Jaren Jackson, I'll end it all.
Ah man, this is so hard to rank. This is so hard. I don't know where to put.
Um,
Draymond's
give me
Draymond. It's all intangibles. He's still a great defensive player, been locked in, but like the offensive production is so non-existent at this point. Like, can you really say that he's a better player than Jaren at this point?
I mean,
Nah, I cannot. I gotta put him. I think I gotta put him in B.
all right.
But Jaren's in B.
Okay, they could be in the same tier. We're not saying like
Are they the same tier right now?
Yeah, they're the same tier.
I don't know if I could agree with that.
That's the whole
Now
point
that-
of tiers. That's the
You're
whole
right.
point of tiers.
Evan Mobley's in B, so Jaren has to be in B as well. I mean, Evan Mobley's in B, so Draymond has to be in B as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put him in B.
This
Ain't
is
no
tough.
wrong with that.
This is a tough position.
Yeah, this is
It
so
really is.
tough to grade.
Ugh, I can't believe Jaren's in B. Unbelievable. Nobody values defense properly. All we have left now is Mo, your 2 TikToks.
Oh,
Got the
dang, you
shoes.
weren't even going to place up Porzingis? That's crazy after the way Donovan was glazing him, man. Damn.
Glazing it? What
Porzingis
did I
Glazer.
say?
You're a Porzingis Glazer. That's crazy.
What did I say?
You're Washington Wizards
You
fan.
said that the Wizards are going to be the best team in the East by the end of the year,
Yeah.
and that Porzingis is the best white man to ever walk the earth. Something like that.
All right, Mo, what's your TikTok, man?
All right, let me go ahead and send this thing
Foolishness.
to the group chat. And I'm going to go ahead
We're
and
finna hit y'all with another sneaker TikTok. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Last one
Oh,
got
wait,
like
no,
2
this is not.
million views.
No, this is not the sneaker TikTok.
Oh,
Oh,
fake
sneaker
out.
TikTok's after. I lied. Pump fake.
Yeah, sneaker TikTok is after. All right.
Coming soon.
Pump fake.
Within 10 minutes. If you're still here, comment, where's the sneaker TikTok?
Ugh, oh my goodness.
I want to see the comments. Where's the sneaker TikTok?
Snicker.
Do they actually be commenting that?
Yeah, every time. They always do it.
All
Last
right, I'm
week, the
gonna send
comments
you
were
these. I'm gonna send you
Shout out
these
y'all
lists.
for actually commenting.
facts.
I'm gonna send you
Last
these
week, the
group of
comments were
players
filled with
one by
Mo's
one.
fault.
All right.
Okay, well, what's the hook? Tell us what the TikTok is.
All right. What do these 3 players have in common? Let me repeat that. I got a little hiccup.
NBA players.
Yeah. What do these 3 NBA players have in common?
Okay.
All right. First one. Cade Cunningham, Scotty Barnes, Moses Moody.
They both played on the same high school team together.
Ah, easy one. That's easy.
Infamous team.
Yep. It's light work right there. Cool.
Okay,
right.
okay.
You need to give us harder ones than that.
Yeah, I know. I need to grab a feel for it. All right. What about these players? KD, Dominique.
KD.
Oh, they
Dominique
all
Wilkins.
tore their Achilles.
Oh, y'all are running through this. All right.
Damn.
Let me go through a little bit harder. All right.
Come on now. Come on now.
I didn't even have time to think when he said that.
You gotta step it up.
You
gotta step it up.
Say less. All right. DeMar DeRozan, Steph
Curry, and
Curry,
Jeff Teague.
Jeff
Which
Teague.
Curry? Steph Curry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I have no idea what this one. What the hell?
All right. He
Yeah,
He did
you're
his job.
talking that talk, so I had to up it up. What's up,
Okay,
man?
He did his
you
job.
might have got something for us.
All right.
DeMar, Steph Curry, and Jeff Teague.
This is a specific era.
What the fuck does that mean?
So
Did they all do the skills challenge in the same year?
they all lost to LeBron in the playoffs.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
That was not where my mind was going.
Wow.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, this man is okay. Yeah, this man is just too
Another
elite at
level.
these games. All right, this one is. All right, this is for. This
I'm
is,
like
this is
that.
hilarious. All right, what about these 3?
Blake Griffin, Ben. They all
Oh,
dated Kendall Jenner.
Yeah.
I didn't have to finish reading it.
Oh man.
It was a layup.
All right.
These men are professional harlots. It's crazy.
These men are for the
Oh,
streets.
man. All right. What about these? I think
Calabasas
these are my
streets.
last 3. This is hard.
Jason Terry, Yusuf.
Oh,
did
LeBron
LeBron
dunked on
dunk
all of them.
Damn! Oh my
I think-
god! Y'all
We said
ran
at the same
through
time.
these.
Let's
Y'all
go.
ran through these. Shit.
Yusuf Nurkic gave it away.
Yeah, exactly.
John
Damn.
Lucas gave it away. What you mean?
Yeah. Dude, I was watching that highlight and I had to rerun it so many times because I'm like, bro, is that really
He
John
literally
Lucas?
jumped
I
over
remember
him. That's crazy.
nasty work, man.
That's
Nasty
funny.
work.
That's a hilarious
I gotta
TikTok.
keep that in rotation. All right.
All right,
Let's-
now we have the sneaker TikTok that we promised you guys 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go ahead and
We
get
back.
these sneaker TikToks up and ready to fucking fire. All right, so I'm
Damn,
gonna
I'm
send them all to y'all at once.
Okay. Man, I'm not
These
gonna
are
lie.
the correct shoes. I
The
did
dinner I'm
not
about to eat
sabotage
after
on
this, finna
purpose.
slap.
No more false propaganda. All right,
Nice, nice.
all right. So how did the hook go?
Which NBA shoe do y'all think? Which NBA shoe looks better?
Ew.
Yeah. All right. Which NBA shoe do y'all think looks better?
Say it without looks better, without
Yeah.
trailing off at the end.
What?
Which NBA shoe? Hold on. Why am I pointing at you? Ew.
I don't know.
Which
It's not so
NBA
difficult.
shoe? Which NBA shoe do y'all think looks better?
Cool.
Bet.
There you go.
LaMelo. Okay, so we got the LaMelo 2s or the Kawhi 3s.
Yeah. So you got the LaMelo 2s or the. Hold on. They're not called LaMelo 2s. They're called. So you got the MBO 2s or you got the Kawhi 3s.
Oh,
These Kawhi suck.
Yeah,
These Kawhis are Payless shoes.
Melo takes this one easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
I don't even love the
LaMelos? Melos
like that, but these Kawhis are fucking terrible.
Puma
Yeah,
low
man.
key is doing some stuff in the sneaker game though. I like that.
Yeah.
Man, you would have more respect for New Balance than the cool things that they've been doing over the last few years, but this is just an absolute brick. I feel like if I seen someone wear this, I'd assume you work at a construction site, bro. Simple. It's the only way that makes sense.
I know several Mexican children that wear these shoes.
And they got him $100 off because they got him at Walmart.
Oh hell! Oh hell! Ain't nothing wrong
New
with
Balance
that.
doesn't take a lot of L's these days, but this is one of them.
All right. So what about these Nike Zoom Freak 4s versus the Dawn Issue 4s?
Okay, so this one's weird. I like the colorway of the Don Issue 4 better, but the design of the Freak 4 is better.
Oh, I think the Freak 4 sweeps like no problem. The silhouette's way better, and I think any shoe that's black and red needs to have some element of white, or it just looks too much.
Yeah.
So like I would never wear these Dons.
Nah, listen. Honestly, I might get a pair of these Don Issue 4s. I'm not gonna lie. However, on the
That's how I
Zoom,
feel about these Freaks. I'm like, these are kind of hard though.
the Freak. Listen, the backwards check is fire.
Yeah. Fire.
That's
as hell.
hard.
I think design wise, I would probably wear the Freaks, but in terms of just like feeling like him when you're on the basketball court, give me those Donovan Mitchells. I'm scared to twist my ankles in those Freaks, to be honest. Can't do it.
You feel like him with these Dons on?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know who him is. I wouldn't feel like I wouldn't feel like Donovan Mitchell. I'll tell you that.
Those are fire. Those are fire.
Now, look at the detail on the Freak shoes. They got the splatter on the midsole, that like tie dye on the
Speckle
bottom
is
sole.
Overrated.
They got the text
are
on
ill.
the swoosh. This is hard.
Yeah, those are ill as hell. You're right about that. I might change my mind on that, actually.
This man's easily manipulated.
Yeah,
He
man.
is.
All right. Next, we got the Ja ones versus the JT ones.
Oh, I think
I don't like either
Ja
of these,
wins
really.
easy.
I think both are very mid, but the
Yeah, they're just
JT
fine.
ones look atrocious to me.
No, they're not atrocious. This is weird.
They're just fine.
This is actually one of the better signature shoes that Jordan has come out with in a while, and I think in a different colorway. If you get these in green and white, I think those would be fire.
I just feel like Jordan Brand's incapable of making good shoes that don't have Michael Jordan's name on it. They're just
That's funny.
something about the logo, the materials they lose. They're just all so weird looking.
I mean,
Yeah.
but the
Why-
Ja ones look like
They look basic.
no, but they look like LeBron 20s. It looks like when somebody tries to copy
Mm.
your homework and you say, "Hey, change it a little bit." That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a mix of that with some PGs. Like it feels like very much like a Nike basketball shoe.
Yeah.
But I don't mind that. It's better than the other one, which feels very much like a Jordan Brand shoe, which
All
is
right.
garbage.
So yeah, okay. So
that is
Nike's
true.
floor is obviously much higher than Jordan.
My only thing
Nike
about
sweeps.
these JTs, though, is like, why do I have a built-in storage unit in my shoe? What are these 4 big-ass holes on the bottom of my
It's
feet?
for aerodynamics, Mo. Do you not
Store your
understand
tater
science?
tots.
You don't understand technology? He wore these and dropped 55 in an All-Star game.
Look,
Sometimes you
54,
need to
whatever.
store a little snack to go for when you're done hooping. Throw a little
look,
Nutella in there.
when I'm wearing hooping shoes, I'm wearing for performance, but more importantly than that, bro, I need the swag needs to be on point, and sadly, the swag is.
Are
not
you
on
wear
point
shoes
with
for
these.
swag, not for performance?
Yeah, drip or drown.
Yeah, easily,
Nah.
bro.
I know you don't.
JT's
get
drowning.
buckets.
Right.
Cool.
Well, that caps that, and we know what else that caps? It caps the episode. We're done here.
Sweet.
Nice.
So-
Everyone comment, Isaac, show us your haircut.
The hat stays on during podcast. All right, we're up.
Let's
See
go.
y'all.